Hey.
So's my brother.
Ha! Orna Merchant. Orna has been wonderful. She's been in all but the last one. And it's a shame, really. She was going to be in the last one. The reason that she isn't was purely cost. She doesn't come cheap. Because we'd just moved over to East Yorkshire. We're now in Withensea. And it meant I had to go all the way over to Manchester to do this. Alison was about to give birth to Joel, the little boy that we've now got. And it was just too time-consuming. It was in the 6-week holiday because with me now teaching, the only time I can do it is in the holidays. And I didn't have any money, having now 4 children and a mortgage and a wife. I don't have any money. And I couldn't afford to keep going over to Manchester. Orna does Radio 5 live at the weekend sometimes. And occasionally I've gone over and she said, can't do it. So it was just purely cost, and I wanted to get it done. So the story didn't necessarily mean that I needed her. So there's more of Dexter, because a lot of Dexter's parts were going to be played by Orna, and I just put Dexter in it, like the bit with the car, and Carl's character comes over and goes, Dexter, somebody's taken over. That was originally going to be Orna's character saying, Laura, I've been taken over, and she doesn't believe him. Dexter was just going to be a very, very tiny bit of it. So, it's like all things. If you want something doing, do it yourself. So, that's why I used Dexter instead of Orna, which is a shame, because it would have been nice for her to do all 6.
Are you two all right?
Never mind that. There's a flipping bomb in here. Now that's what I call just in the nick of time.
We had to be invisible once, so we had to pretend we had no clothes on. That was interesting, especially because people thought we were when we weren't. That's about it, really. It's all pretty good.
Other people appearing in it. Gosh, people are queuing up to be in it. In the first one, I've got Nigel and Philip in it. I've got Simon Lowe, Smiley in it, who appears in the 4th one. I've got the Wish crew. In the second one was when I was working at Traffic Link, so we had Ian Garty in it, who played the Invisible Man. Chris, who I was with at the time, he's in it. And, oh gosh, who else is in it? Lorna, who I thought was lovely. She's so funny. Lorna Bancroft, who played the inspector. She just had a tiny, tiny bit part because she's so busy with other things. But she is such a laugh, and she played that inspector so well. Then the third one, there's the Anthorn crew in there. There's Hannah and there's Mark. Jackie and Richard were filming it and doing the sound. The 4th one, Smiley's back in again. Kev McLean, who I think is one of the funniest guys I have ever met. I have so much time and respect for Kev. Then in the 5th one, it was all about Alison's character, Amanda, so she was in it, and Michelle. Who else was in that? Oh yes, my father's been in them, my mother's been in them, the mother-in-law's been in one. She's just been in the 6th one, the woman at the farm. My daughter Claire has been in it. My daughter Jessica's been in it, and Jenna, my niece, has been in it. So anyone who I ever meet ends up in the film at some point. So it's just quite nice. It's just like a little diary of my life of people who I knew and when I knew them. So you could be in the next one. No super hearing, no X-ray vision. I can't fly. I'm me again. The initial intention was, when I started to make The Visitor, I was going to do like the Americans did with the New Adventures of Superman, make 20-odd episodes per season. That was in 1999. We've now come nearly 10 years and I've made 6. I wanted to. People said we're going to say, "Are you going to kill him off?" I don't want to kill him off. It's just too obvious to kill him off. So I was going to kill Orna off, but then I decided to kill the suit off and just make it useless. So he just becomes back to being Gary again. I was 29 when I got it. I'm now pushing 40, and as more and more people do delight in telling me I do look ridiculous in it, how long do you expect me to get away with wearing tight lycra?
I think the world's going to have to do without the visitor now.
Yes, the suit can't be destroyed. So it went dead for a bit, or let's just say it's now regenerated or whatever. But Gary doesn't know that, does he? It's in the cupboard.